Colorado High School Activities Association Baseball is on 1010 KSIR and on the World Wide Web at KSIR.com. This morning from Sunset Baseball Field in Brush, it's a Patriot League triple header. We'll have two of the games. In the opening game, the Brush Bee Diggers take on the Estes Park Bobcats on a gorgeous Saturday morning. I'm John Beltran. Number one Bee Digger fan Ryan Kauk is alongside as well, so that's always a good sign. He's got a huge streak going, a Cal Ripken type of streak in terms of attending Bee Digger baseball games. Now, the reason they're playing three games today is because Sterling and Estes Park were also postponed earlier this week, and considering they're 150 miles apart, they're going to play here at a central site since Estes Park was scheduled to play in Brush anyway. So Estes Park and Brush here at 10 a.m. Then at noon, the Sterling-Estes Park game. We'll be back with you at 2 o'clock when the Bee Diggers take on Sterling. Now we're going to get to the starting lineup. First, of course, for the Estes Park Bobcats, batting first is the center fielder Zach Lauk. Shortstop Logan Brown hits second. The first baseman Hunter Johnson bats third. The cleanup hitter is the third baseman Cam Bogner. Pitcher Adam Tully hits fifth. Alex Frazier, the right fielder, hits sixth. Caleb Carnell, the second baseman, hits seventh. Ben Birkin left hits eighth, and Isaac Calden is the catcher. He will bat ninth for the Bee Diggers defensively. Mitch Tormolin is at first. Mike Gutierrez at second. The third baseman is Tyler Monday. And between them at short is Kyle Rosenbrock. Around the outfield and left is Arnoldo Maltos Garcia. Nico Guzman in center. The right fielder is Oscar Soto. Behind the plate is Alec Peterson. And Grayson Simmons makes the start. The sophomore right-hander, who normally is the left fielder, will be on the mound for the Bee Diggers, who are 6-5 going in, 2-1 in Patriot League play, as they defeated Strasburg 2 weeks ago. Today, 5-3 here in Brush. Then on Thursday, won in Alta with the Highland Huskies 16-4 before losing yesterday here to Eaton 14-3. Estes Park at 0-2 in league play, 2-6 overall. They lost by 10 runs, 22-12 to Highland, then lost by only a 6-2 margin to Strasburg, so better performance in that game. The Bee Diggers dressed in their maroon uniforms with the gold numerals and lettering and the gray pants. Estes Park in their purple uniforms with the gray lettering and the white pants. Big game for the Bee Diggers here. Big doubleheader, as they will play two today. Monday in a non-league game here at 4 o'clock against Resurrection Christian. Tuesday on the road against Lions. I believe that's a 4 o'clock start as well. Thursday here against University at 4. Friday in Kersey against Platte Valley at 3:30. And then they'll close out the regular season a week from Tuesday at Bigfoot Turf Farms against Valley on, again, that'll be May the 7th. Hal Capias is behind home plate. He's certainly a pitcher's umpire. Anything close, he wants the hitters to swing. Center fielder, number 15, Zach Lauk. Opening pitch is brought to you by Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance, with locations in Brush and Fort Morgan. They can help you with your home, car, health, or life insurance questions or needs. Ingmeyer Phillips Insurance. Zach Lauk is now the hitter. Winding the pitch, and he bounces it in there. Yeah, if Simmons can get through the first inning so-called jitters, I mean, you are starting a league game. This is certainly not easy, even though Estes Park is not the quality of opponent of some other Patriot League teams. And that is a strike. Took something off that pitch. Looked like a changeup. Just above belt level. The count is at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to the right-handed hitting Lauk. And the offering. Swung on line towards right center field. That is roped for a base hit. The ball thrown back in by Nico Guzman, and that pitch was a fat one right out over the middle of the plate.
Number 36, Logan Brown.
There's Logan Brown, the shortstop, another right-handed hitter. Yeah, Simmons more than likely about probably number 5 or number 6 on the Bee Digger staff. You would think Rosenbrock, Hirschfeld, Monday, Peterson, Guzman, and that is a fastball for a strike down the middle. But this is a good test for Simmons against a Patriot League opponent. You can save the other pitchers. The stretch. And the 0-1 offering. And that bounces and blocked by Peterson. The count is level at 1 ball and 1 strike. Yeah, yesterday, Peterson pitched against Eaton, gave up 5 runs in the first, and the game got out of hand quickly. But, again, you don't want to throw your top 2 pitchers against Eaton, a game that's going to be difficult to win anyway, and just waste a pitcher. Step off by Simmons. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 on. We're in the top of the first, nobody out between the Bead Diggers and Estes Park Bobcats at Sunset Baseball Field in Brush on a gorgeous Saturday. The pitch, swing and foul to the screen on a ball that jammed the right-handed hitting Logan Brown. And the count is sitting at 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Lauk off of first with about a 2-step lead. Simmons delivers. The breaking ball, swing and a miss, and Brown strikes out. He unleashed a beauty there. There's 1 down at the top of the first inning. Yeah, we're going to give it a shot today in the second inning. See if I do 1 inning from left field. Then come back to the stands and do the third inning and then back to my conventional position just to mix it up. We're going to be doing lots of baseball today. The stretch and the pitch to Johnson. It bounces off of Peterson all the way to the screen. That'll be a wild pitch as Lauk advances to second. Hunter Johnson, a left-handed hitter for Estes Park. To the Bobcats with a man in scoring position. Here in the top of the first inning. Peterson lays down the sign. And the pitch. And the changeup is low. The friendly staff at High Plains Bank in Wiggins can assist you with a home loan, equity line of credit, commercial loan, or checking account. To receive hometown service in a higher plane, visit High Plains Bank today. 2 balls and no strikes. Big lead at second for Lauk. That's a huge lead for Lauk. The pitch swung on and grounded right back off of Simmons' glove towards second base. Barehanded, but no throw. That's going to be a base hit. If Simmons does not get a glove on that, more than likely Gutierrez makes the play, but it's not an error, just a straight-up hit. On the ground ball hit by Hunter Johnson. And Cam Bogner, right-handed hitter, now to the plate for Estes Park as the Bobcats are threatening with first and third and 1 out. That's amazing how the schedules have gone, especially for Morgan County teams. Fort Morgan has just 2 games remaining, and Brush has 7. And all in a very short period of time. The pitch, and the changeup is low and away. 1 ball and no strikes. Bead Diggers looking for the double play to get out of this frame. The stretch. And the offering. Low. The runner going to second on the throw. Breaking for home is Lauk, and he's going to score easily. I don't know why the Bead Diggers did that. You throw all the way through. No play at second, essentially. Johnson with an easy stolen base. It's now 2-0. And Estes Park with a 1-0 lead. Yeah, that was just too easy for the Bobcats. And the pitch swung on and grounded to second. Gutierrez to his right has it go right between his legs into center field. Rounding third and scoring is Johnson. On the air by Gutierrez, no RBI. And Estes Park now with a 2-0 lead. Yeah, it looked like it was a regular ground ball, and he just misplayed it completely. And there'll be a conference on the hill as Mark Muniz, who is rarely the one to walk to the mound. It's usually John Hirschfeld Jr. He's the one having the conversation out there. He's not happy right now. I don't blame him. I mean, we had the botch on the stolen base attempt, and then the error on Gutierrez. Simmons had some bad luck with a ball off his glove. But the Bead Diggers, unfortunately, have not come to play here in the first inning. Got to pick things up here, down 2-0 to Estes Park. And this happened last year on the road. That was a 3-1 Estes Park lead before the Bead Diggers scored 12 unanswered runs. They fell asleep early in Estes Park. And the pitch, swag, and a miss on a changeup up in the zone. No balls and 1 strike to the opposing pitcher, Adam Tully. Another right-handed hitter for Estes Park. The pitch, breaking ball is up and in. 1 ball and 1 strike. Again, no RBI for Bogner. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. 1 on, 2 in. Stretched by Simmons. And the offering. Swinging a foul back. Went with another changeup. Count is at 1-2. Simmons did give up 1 solid base hit to begin the game by Lauk, but everything else has been fairly routine, and yet the Bead Diggers have been unsuccessful here in making the plays. But they're a very good come-from-behind team. There's no question about that. Step off by Simmons. 1 ball and 2 strikes. to the right-handed hitting Tully. The stretch and the offering. Swung on and popped up down the right field line. That's a long run for Soto. He's going to have some trouble. He's going over there. It's into fair territory. Yes, Soto's going to pick it up. Now the runner headed towards second and safe as the ball hit the line. So Bogener was basically staying at first, and when the ball hit the line, he took off for second. That's a pop fly single, the third hit of the inning for Estes Park. There's Alex Frazier hitting from the right side. Well, some bad luck in this inning for Simmons, and the changeup is low. 1 ball and no strikes. Now, nothing Soto could do. He ran as fast as he could. Of course, he is a left-handed right fielder. That's a disadvantage along the line, and that is a strike with a changeup up at the letters, and the count is level at 1 ball and 1 strike. Yeah, if he's a right-handed right fielder, I think he catches that ball, but when you have to cross over along the line, makes it a lot more difficult to pitch. Swung on and chopped foul right off the hitter. 1 ball and 2 strikes. To the 6th place hitter in the lineup, Alex Frazier. With Caleb Carnell on deck, the Bobcats with an early 2-0 lead. Peterson lays down the sign. And the offering. And the curveball is up and in. Oh, they called him out. Okay, sorry about that. That was a delayed call by Hal Cappius, and there's 2 down. Second strikeout of the inning. And here's Carnell for the right side.
Second baseman, number 1, Caleb.
The stretch. And the offering. Swung on, grounded to first. Tormolin has got it. He will step on the bag for the out. But Estes Park scores 2 runs on 3 hits. There was a beat digger error, and there was a man left. 2 men left. We head to the bottom of the first inning. Estes Park 2. The beat diggers coming to bat on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. John Beltran back at Sunset Baseball Field and Brush. Beat Digger starting lineup brought to you by Blowdorn Lumber, where you can browse the virtual showroom at blowdornlumber.com, view the current sales flyer, complete a credit application, and shop the entire inventory online. Doesn't matter if you're a contractor or painting your kitchen. At Blowdorn Lumber, you'll get the same friendly service that is, and advice to make the job easier. Friendly place, serious service. That's at Blowdorn Lumber. All right, for the Beat Diggers, batting first is the center fielder, Alec Peterson. The second hitter is the left fielder, Arnoldo Maltos Garcia. Batting third, the shortstop, Kyle Rosenbrock. Mitch Tormolin is the cleanup hitter at first. Batting fifth, the DH, Ryan Hirschfeld. Tyler Monday, the third baseman, hits 6th. Oscar Soto in right bats 7th. Mike Gutierrez, the second baseman, hits 8th. And Grayson Simmons on the mound will be batting 9th for the Beat Diggers. Defensively for Estes Park, Hunter Johnson at first, Caleb Carnell at second, the third baseman's Cam Bogener, Logan Brown at short. Around the outfield is Ben Burke in left, Zach Lauk in center, Alex Frazier in right, Isaac Calden is the catcher, and Adam Tully is the right-hander for Estes Park. The Beat Diggers trail 2-0, and Peterson, to begin the game, he had a huge Thursday with 4 hits, including a grand slam and a 16-4 victory over Highland. Wind and pitch. Fastball to the screen. Follow us pitch by pitch at KSIRsports.com. Yeah. I think we're going to broadcast from the outfield maybe in Game 2 today. We've got to make sure all the equipment is set, and we don't have that right now, so I don't want to take any chances. Wine in the offering. Fastball is outside. So that would be against Sterling at 2 o'clock. 2 balls and no strikes to Alec Peterson. There's the wine and offering. In the dirt with another fastball. 3 balls and no strikes. Again, the Beat Diggers want to make this a shortened game. You go 4.5 innings perhaps, and you save the pitching. 3-0 to Alec Peterson here in the bottom of the first inning. The pitch. That's upstairs, and he walks on 4 pitches. That'll bring up Maltos Garcia.
Now batting left fielder.
Looking to get out of a mini slump.
Malto.
But he's only a freshman, so he's going to be subject to those early on here in his career. The Bobcats scored their 2 runs on 3 hits and a beat digger error. Well, let's see if the beat diggers are going to run and put some pressure on the Estes Park defense. The stretch by Tully. And the runner goes. Swung on and popped foul. Boy, that would have been an easy stolen base. No balls and 1 strike. He got a huge jump. Yeah, Estes Park will turn right around and play here at noon. Or whenever this game is over, about 20 minutes after the game is over against Sterling. No balls and 1 strike. 2-step lead for Peterson. He goes again. And that's taken for a strike with a fastball. Throw to second is up the shortstop side. Easy stolen base for Alec Peterson. And it's no balls and 2 strikes to Arnoldo Maltos Garcia. Stretch by Tully. And the offering. And the breaking ball goes behind him. 1-2. A little bit cool this morning, but of course it's going to warm up considerably. 1 ball, 2 strikes here in the bottom of the first inning. Estes Park 2, the Beat Diggers nothing, with nobody out. Tully looks back, and the pitch. That is a fastball called strike 3 down the middle at the knees. And no doubt about that one. There's 1 down. There's Kyle Rosenbrock. The sophomore shortstop awaits the first pitch here from Tully, and here it is. Swung on and popped up down the right field line. That's a long run along the line, and that's going to drift into foul territory. And it's just strike 1. As giving chase was Alex Frazier. Yeah, Tully came in with a pretty good fastball there. Because normally Rosenbrock doesn't swing late, but he's trying to time out this pitcher. We know Tully can throw a changeup as well. No balls and 1 strike, 1 out. With Peterson at second, he walked to begin the bottom of the first inning. He gets the sign from Calden. And the offering. Swung on and grounded sharply to the right side of second. The ball is bobbled out there, and Rosenbrock's going to reach Peterson to third. Now Peterson's breaking for the plate. The throw's going to be cut off by Tully. Sliding in safely is Peterson. And the Beat Diggers are to within 1. It's 2-1. It'll be an error on the second baseman, Caleb Carnell. No RBI. And both second basemen have committed an error in this game. Mitch Tormolin will now bat. Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Ehrlich Toyota East at 1209 Main Street in Fort Morgan will professionally fit you into the car truck of your choice. Serving all of Northeast Colorado, Ehrlich Toyota East. Runner goes. Fastball is a strike. The throw is sailing towards center field, and it gets by both the second baseman and shortstop. Rosenbrock to third. So it'll be strike 1 on Tormolin. A stolen base for Rosenbrock. And he advances to third on the error by the catcher Calden. Second error of the inning by the Bobcats. Tormolin can tie the game just with a ground ball now. The Beat Diggers down 2-1. The stretch by Tully, and the pitch. Fastball is up and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. By the way, going on at Ehrlich Toyota East, the used car superstore 6-day super sale all the way through Tuesday. Today, Monday, and Tuesday for the final 3 days at Ehrlich Toyota East. The stretch. And Tully delivers. That ball's in the dirt. 2 balls and 1 strike. The Beat Diggers with a 2-1 deficit right now, but Rosenbrock sitting at third base. Calden lays down the sign, and the offering. Swung on and hit into right center field. That ball is way back there, and Frazier's going back, and that's going to be up against the bottom of the fence. Rosenbrock's going to score easy. To second is Tormolin. He's headed to third. The relay throw is going to be late, and nearly up against the side of the fence as Tully was backing up. It's an RBI triple for Mitch Tormolin, and the Beat Diggers have tied the game at 2. And Ryan Hirschfeld will step in. Hirschfeld the DH. With Tormolen at third. Live from Sunset Baseball Field and Brush here on KSIR.com. That's KSIR.com. The stretch by Tully. And the pitch. And that is outside corner for a strike. No balls and one strike. To Ryan Hirschfeld, the DH. And the pitch. Outside. Took something off of that one as well. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, Tormolen's hit was only the first hit for Brush, even though they got the 2 runs. They've taken advantage of 2 errors. Tully stretches. Tully delivers. Swung on and fouled. The count now sitting at 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1-2 to Ryan Hirschfeld with Tormolen at third. Calden lays down the sign. And the offering. Curveball is down and away. And the count levels at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Out of the stretch is Tully. Looks in. And the pitch. Curveball is lifted into shallow left field. The shortstop going out on the edge of the grass as the catch is made for the second out of the inning. Tormolen has to hold as Logan Brown puts it away.
Third baseman, number 27, Tyler Monday.
Tyler Monday will now hit. Big, strong right-handed hitting third baseman, a senior for Brush, with a game deadlocked at 2 with 2 down. The pitch swung on and fouled back, was challenged with a fastball, got a piece of it. No balls and 1 strike. The stretch by Tully. And the offering. Down and away with a heater. The count is level at 1-1. One ball and 1 strike. Tormolen leads off of third. Tully from the stretch. Tully with a pitch. Up and away with another fastball. 2 balls and 1 strike. B&B Appliance at 502 Ensign in Fort Morgan can help you save water, energy, and the environment without sacrificing quality and performance. Change for the better with B&B Appliance. And the 2-1. Swag and a miss out in front of that pitch. It's 2-2. Took something off of that one. Boy, Tully, he's got the shirt untucked out there, but he's battling here in the first inning. 2-2 pitch. Curveball is chopped foul up the third base side towards the Digger dugout. Count remains at 2-2. Estes Park grabbed an early 2-0 lead thanks to 3 hits and a B. Digger error. Brush has come back with only 1 hit, but it's a triple to drive in a run by Tormolen. 2-2. Swing and a miss. He got blown away as Monday strikes out on that fastball by Tully. However, the B. Diggers tie the game at 2 on 1 hit. There were 2 errors and a man left. We head to the second inning. Brush 2, Estes Park 2 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Let's head to the second inning. The Beat Diggers and Bobcats of Estes Park are deadlocked at 2. I'm John Beltran from Sunset Baseball Field and Brush. Grayson Simmons here in the top half of the second inning will face the 8, 9, and 1 hitters Ben Burke, Isaac Calden, and Zach Lauk. And let's see, the Beat Diggers will be a little bit more fortunate here, because you had a ground ball off the pitcher for a hit, a fly ball down the right field line for a hit, and a Beat Digger error. So a little misplaying and a little misfortune contributed to Estes Park's success. But they did get 3 hits in the first inning. And here's Ben Burke from the right side. Wind by Simmons in a pitch. Swung on and fouled off to the right on that changeup. It's 0-1. And it's baseball all day. We'll have Rockies and Diamondbacks coming up a little bit later on. They've split the first 2 games of that series. Rockies won last night 6-3 after losing on Thursday 3-2. The offering. Curveball, swag and a miss. Well over that pitch. It's 0-2. Simmons had a couple of strikeouts in the opening frame. No balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swing and a miss on a curveball in the dirt. Peterson applies the tag to the hitter. And there's one down in the second.
Catcher, number 18,
Isaac Calden, the right-handed hitting catcher, now steps in, the 9th place hitter in this lineup. Simmons did throw 22 pitches in the opening inning, and that pitch is a little bit low. 1 ball and no strikes. Peterson lays down the sign. Simmons fires. Swing and a miss at a changeup diving in the zone. The count is level at 1-1. Now the Bobcats are at the bottom right now of the Patriot League, so they just want to battle as much as possible. The offering. Swung on and chopped over the middle. The shortstop, Rosenbrock, to his left in front of the bag. Sidearms to first. There's 2 down. Well, that's more like it for Brush.
Now batting center fielder, number 15, Zach Lauk.
Zach Lauk had the hardest hit ball in the first inning. A base hit to right center field. As he now steps in for Estes Park. Simmons ready. Peterson lays down the sign. And the pitch to Lauk. Swung on and popped up and out of play behind the screen. Another changeup thrown by the sophomore right-hander. No balls and 1 strike. And again, you get through that first inning. You feel a lot more comfortable out there, and that's the demeanor right now demonstrated by Simmons. The pitch, and the breaking ball is up and in. 1 ball and 1 strike. Swag and a miss, and a ball diving down in the zone. 1 ball and 2 strikes. With the bases empty and 2 down at the top of the second inning. Brush 2, Estes Park 2. Simmons ready the pitch. Down and away with another changeup. Ball 2, strike 2. Bee Diggers being out hit in the early going 3-1. Simmons ready. And the offering in the dirt. 3 balls and 2 strikes. To the leadoff hitter in the lineup, Zach Lauk. It'll be a 3-2 pitch upcoming. Here it is. Swing and a miss and a ball up and in. Simmons with 2 strikeouts in the inning, 4 in the game. We head to the bottom of the second inning in Brush with a score. Estes Park 2, Brush 2 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Let's head to the bottom of the second inning. 7, 8, and 9. Oscar Soto, Mike Gutierrez, and Grayson Simmons against the right-hander Adam Tully. I'm John Beltran from Sunset Baseball Field. The Bee Diggers and Bobcats are deadlocked at 2. 2 left-handed hitters coming up over the next 3 hitters for Brush as
Leading off for the Diggers,
Soto will bat. Tully in the opening frame through 25 pitches, 14 for strikes, 11 for balls. He's operating out of the stretch with the bases empty. And the offering. Fastball is very high. 1 ball and no strikes. Again, we'll be back with you at approximately 2 o'clock, maybe a little bit thereafter, depending upon the length of these first 2 games. Swag and a miss. Soto tried to crank that fastball deep and came up empty. The count is level at 1 ball and 1 strike. The stretch by Tully. And the offering. Swing and a miss. And Tully brought the heat. 1 and 2. Letter jackets, T-shirts, and more. Bijou T-Quest. 302 Main Street in Fort Morgan for all of your sports apparel. The stretch. And the offering in the dirt. Count is level at 2 and 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swung on and fouled back. Count is level at 2 balls and 2 strikes to Soto to begin the bottom of the second inning. The Bead Diggers with one hit so far, an RBI triple from Mitch Tormolen. The stretch by Tully. And the offering. Swing and a miss. He got blown away by a fastball, and there's one down. Yeah, Soto opened up big time, and anytime you open up and that right leg is pointing down the line, that pitch has got to be well inside to get a piece of it. Here's the sophomore second baseman, Mike Gutierrez. In fact, for the Bead Diggers, the next three hitters coming up are sophomores, then the freshman Maltos Garcia, the stretch. And the offering. Swing and a miss. I tell you, right now, the Bead Diggers don't look good at the plate. That's 3 strikeouts already by Adam Tully. I mean, he's got some good stuff, but they're making him look even better. The 0-1 inside with a heater. And the count is level at 1 ball and 1 strike. Brush 2, Estes Park 2 in the bottom of the second inning in Brush. Calden lays down the sign. And the offering. Swag and a miss at a fastball on the inside. 1-2. And Tully looks like his fastball's picking up velocity in this inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Pitch to Gutierrez. Swing and a miss. He got blown away. 4th strikeout already by Adam Tully. This game's not going to be easy unless the Bead Diggers can make some adjustments offensively. You look at Estes Park with a 2-6 record, you figure, well, there's going to be a walk in the park, but not yet. Tully's a lot more comfortable in this inning than he was in the first. Simmons, the left-handed hitting pitcher, the stretch by Tully. And the offering. And the fastball rides on the inside corner for a strike. It is 0-1. The stretch by Tully with the bases empty. And the offering. And that is just outside with a changeup. The count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. It was a 1-2-3 top of the second for Grayson Simmons. Now his counterpart looking to make it a 1-2-3 in the bottom of the second. Swag and a miss out in front of that pitch. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Well, let's see if Tully just comes with a gas. The Bead Diggers unable to catch up in this frame. 1-2 pitch. Very high. All the way to the screen. And the count is level at 2-2. And this will be down to a 5-inning game with a game deadlocked at 2 unless Simmons can put the ball in play and the Bead Diggers can put together a 2-out rally. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled. Took a check swing at that one down in the zone. Count remains at 2-2. You don't have to close in your house alone. Northern Colorado Title at 130 West Kiowa and Fort Morgan will provide you with a stress-free closing. Northern Colorado Title. And the 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. And Adam Tully strikes out the side in order. 5 strikeouts in the game. We head to the third. It's Brush 2, Estes Park 2 in Brush on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Well, these pitchers have been picking up strikeouts, 4 for Simmons and 5 for Adam Tully, 9 over the first 2 innings. The Bead Diggers and Bobcats in Brush are deadlocked at 2 as we head to the third. Estes Park will send up the 2, 3, and 4 hitters. It'll be Logan Brown, Hunter Johnson, and Cam Bogner. Brown struck out swinging in the first inning. 2 runs on 3 hits for Estes Park. They've committed 2 errors. 2 runs on 1 hit for Brush. They've made an error.
Number 36, Logan Brown.
So here is Brown. Officially 0 for 1. The right-handed hitter into the box. Simmons gets the sign, and the first pitch of the third inning is taken for a ball with a changeup down in the zone. One ball and no strikes. Simmons delivers. Inside. Took something off of that. It's 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes. Here to Logan Brown. The pitch. Swung on and grounded down the third baseline. That's fair, headed towards the corner. Racing over there is Maltos Garcia. He's going to fire towards second and held to a single. Throw back to first. Tormolin applies the tag, but late. It's the fourth hit of the game. And the first for Logan Brown. Boy, speed helps when you're in the outfield. If not, that would have been an easy double for Logan Brown. Here's the left-handed hitting Hunter Johnson. He had a ground ball off the glove of Simmons, which ended up being a base hit. Stretching a pitch. Swung on and lifted foul. Out of play off to the left. No balls and one strike. Well, Johnson took off for first. He was more than halfway down the line, but that thing was about 50 feet foul. But I guess it's a good habit to develop. You don't want to take anything for granted. The stretch. Simmons with the 0-1 to Hunter Johnson. And the breaking ball, swing and a miss, well over that pitch. 0-2 to the left-handed hitting Estes Park Bobcat. 1 on, nobody out in the third. Deadlocked at 2. Step off, no throw. Northeast Colorado's locally owned hometown savings and loan in Fort Morgan and Brush is Equitable Savings and Loan. 0-2 pitch. Upstairs with a changeup. The count goes to 1-2. The Beat Diggers play 4 games in a row here, starting with yesterday, 2 today, and then Monday against Resurrection Christian in a non-league game, and that bounces in there. 2 balls and 2 strikes. On deck is Cam Bogner. Well, the Bobcats ran quite a bit in the first inning. They had to double steal to score the first run. And the 2-2. Check swing. Did he go? And yes. On the changeup up in the zone, Hunter Johnson strikes out. 1 out in the third inning. That's strikeout number 5 for the G-Man. There's Cam Bogner. He reached on the air by Gutierrez in the first, and that plated the second run. Oh, if he can hit another one to Gutierrez, maybe he can start a 4-6-3 double play here. Very short lead at first, and that is a little bit outside with the change of 1-0. 1 ball and no strikes. 1 out, 1 on. Peterson setting up on the outside corner. And the offering. Swung on and popped up. That one's headed out of play off to the right. The count is level at 1 ball and 1 strike. To Cam Bogner. Yeah, if you could play about 5 games today, that'd be great. Weather's not going to get much better. Of course, it's even better tomorrow, but no high school baseball on Sundays. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. The stretch by Simmons. The offering. Just a little bit low. Throw him another changeup. 2-1. Yeah, trying to get that ball down in the zone to induce a ground ball and potentially a double play. It's a very, very short lead at first. And the pitch. And that one's in the dirt. 3-1. Well, Logan Brown is not going anywhere, at least via the stolen base, but Simmons has got to throw a strike here. If not, he'll issue the walk to Bogner on the 3-1. And here it is. Swung on, chopped foul towards the Digger dugout on the third base side. Count goes to 3-2. And Simmons doing a nice job of mixing up that fastball and changeup with the occasional curve. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Cam Bogner. Peterson gets the sign from the dugout. Lays it down. And the offering. Swung on and grounded left side. Rosenbrock to his right. He bobbles the ball. Now he cannot make a play. And the Beat Diggers have committed their second error of the game. Rosenbrock did have a play at second. Now first and second with 1 out. Both teams have committed 2 errors. Adam Tully, the opposing pitcher, will now hit. Tully had that pop fly base hit down the right field line. The pitch right there for a strike with some heat on that on the outer half. It's 0-1 at the knees. And both errors have been committed by the middle infielders. The 0-1. Swung on line, foul. Down the third baseline, it's 0-2. Well, Simmons does have 5 Ks so far over 2 1/3 innings, looking for a strikeout here or a double play. The runners take their leads. Brown and Bogner. 0-2. Swung on and popped up down the right field line into foul territory. Tormolin giving chase, and he dropped the ball. Oh, he's not happy with himself. That ball was in his glove. It's just a foul ball, no error. And no error there because even though it hit his glove, he had his back towards the infield. Had he got clearly under it, obviously the play would have been easier. No balls, 2 strikes still. To Adam Tully. The stretch. And the offering. In the dirt with a changeup to count at 1-2. Yeah, you rarely see that expressive emotion by Tormolin, but he knew he should have had that ball, as tough of a play as it was. And the offering. That is just a little bit low. One with some heat there. The count is level at 2 balls and 2 strikes. With 2 on, 1 out. Brush 2, Estes Park 2 in the top of the third inning in Brush. In the first of 3 games to be played today, 2 of those by the Beat Diggers. The offering. Swing and a miss on a ball up in the zone, well above the letters. And there's 2 down. Strikeout number 6 for Grayson Simmons, 2 in each inning. Alex Frazier, the right fielder, struck out looking in his first at bat. Stretched by Simmons. Looks back. The pitch. Swung on and grounded right back to Simmons. Sets, throws, and a little bit low and off to the right, but Tormolin stayed on the bag. Oh, G-Man with a very, very precarious throw, but he gets out of trouble there. And Estes Park is done in the third inning. They left 2. The Beat Diggers committed an error. We head to the bottom of the third inning. It's Brush 2, Estes Park 2 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Let's head to the bottom of the third inning. The Beat Diggers and Bobcats of Estes Park deadlocked at 2. And Adam Tully, who has mowed down the Beat Diggers with 5 strikeouts, will be facing the top of the order. Alec Peterson, Arnoldo Maltos Garcia, and Kyle Rosenbrock. Beat Diggers are looking just to put the bat on the ball at this point. They have forced Estes Park to make 1 play on defense, and that was a fly ball to the shortstop Brown. Other than that, Adam Tully is taking care of Brush. So here we go in the bottom of the third. And Peterson will step in for Brush.
Number 8, Alec Peterson.
Peterson walked in his first plate appearance. Adam Tully gets the sign. And the opening pitch at the bottom of the third inning to Peterson is swung on and fouled off the catcher's mask. It's 0-1. And nothing is automatic here. With the way Tully's thrown over the first 2 innings and commanding the strike zone, the Beat Diggers have got to be aggressive. 26 strikes, 16 balls so far for Tully, after walking Peterson on 4 pitches to begin the game, or to begin the bottom of the first. So since then, 26 strikes and only 12 balls. And the 0-1. Ooh, that ball went behind him on the fastball. The count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Serving you the best coffees, lattes, and smoothies. Willow Coffee Tea and Smoothies. Better. They serve you and ready to make your favorite specialty drink. The pitch, swing and a miss on a fastball at the letters. Open 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. to better serve you. That's a John way to read it correctly. And offer a sweet treat. 921 Edison Street in Brush. Willow Coffee, Tea, and Smoothies. 1 ball, 2 strikes. To Alec Peterson. The pitch, down and away with a fastball. The count levels at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Beat Diggers and Bobcats have been tied since the first inning. We're in the bottom of the third. Brush 2, Estes Park 2. And the pitch, down in the zone. 3-2. To Alec Peterson, the sophomore catcher. Calden lays down the sign. Peterson calls time. It'll be a 3-2 coming up. Out of the stretch is Tully. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 6 for Adam Tully. Holy mahungus, there's one down. Well, there's Arnoldo Maltos Garcia. And he struck out on 3 pitches. Now that's 4 strikeouts in a row. Make it 5 for Tully, the pitch. That's a little bit low. I'm telling you, he's caught the Bee Diggers completely off guard here. There's no question about it. So Monday struck out to begin the string of 5 consecutive strikeouts. The pitch upstairs. 2-0. Hitters 6 through 9 have all struck out. And then Alec Peterson has just fanned. 2 balls and no strikes. Pitch to Matos Garcia. Outside. Well, that's the only way the Bee Diggers are going to get on base here, the way they're looking. 3-0. They do have some power coming up in Rosenbrock and Tormollen. Both reached base the first time. 3-0 pitch. That's upstairs. And Matos Garcia has walked, and he's done a very nice job of being patient this year. That was the problem in the first at bat, too patient. Rosenbrock reached on an error by the second baseman, Carnell. And Matos Garcia can run. And the Bee Diggers already with a stolen base in this game. 3-step lead, the stretch by Tully. The runner goes the pitch. Swing and a miss and a fastball up in the zone. The steal of second as Matos Garcia is in there standing. Now Brush is looking for their first lead of the game, and you've got the right hitters to do so. Calden lays down the sign. The step off there with Brown, the shortstop, covering the bag. Yeah, and more than likely, Sterling could be throwing Jacob Thiessen, their ace right-hander, in the second game. And the offering bounces in, blocked nicely by Calden. Count is level at 1 ball and 1 strike. Rosenbrock officially 0 for 1 in this game. The Bee Diggers won by 12 on Thursday, lost by 11 yesterday. Looking to get back in the win column. The pitch upstairs. Went with the heat again. Yeah, at this point, you got to use up Tully and just try to extend his pitch count, because with 6 strikeouts, that's one way to do it. The stretch. And the 2-1 pitch to Rosenbrock. Upstairs again with a fastball. And now Tully's overthrowing a bit. It's 3-1. And the Bee Diggers' lone hit of the game is from Mitch Tormollen. And that was a triple in the right center field gap, and he's up next. Matos Garcia leads off of second. And the 3-1 pitch swung on and popped up extremely high into center field. Zach Lauk is in. Now he can't find the ball, and it's going to drop in short right center field. And Rosenbrock's going to reach, advancing to third as Matos Garcia. That actually landed closer to the right fielder Frazier, but nobody saw it. I mean, that was a major league pop-up. There's no question about it. And Mitch Tormollen will now hit. That's the second hit for the Bee Diggers. Yeah, I mean, that was a low-flying airplane height. I mean, it was pretty high. So Matos Garcia at third, Rosenbrock at first with 1 out. And actually, the ball didn't fall far behind the second baseman, Caleb Carnell. The pitch, runner going, and that's a changeup low, no throw. Rosenbrock with a steal. The Bee Diggers have stolen 3 bases already. 1 ball and no strikes. Runners take their leads. Out of the stretch. And the pitch. Swung on, driven down the line. If it's fair, it's gone. It is a foul ball. That ball was headed about 2 blocks over, it looked like. Destroyed the baseball, but a gargantuan foul ball. The count is level at 1 ball and 1 strike. Yeah, that ball's not coming back anytime soon. Whoever gets it can pretty much keep it at this point. And the 1-1 pitch. Fastball is upstairs. And Tully is struggling with his control in this inning. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 on. And the board says 2 out. There's only 1 out in this inning. Only 1 down, not 2. And the pitch swung on and popped up and out of play. And the count is at 2-2. All right, Tormolen's already driven in 1. Yeah, I think the game plan will be to broadcast from the outfield in the second game. We're 1 piece of equipment short right now, which I cannot do without. And the pitch. Breaking ball lined, and that is caught by the leaping shortstop. Rosenbrock back to second. The play made by Brown. Rosenbrock very alert. He was not doubled off, and there's 2 down on the soft liner hit by Tormolen. Ryan Hirschfeld will now bat for the Beat Diggers. Hirschfeld popped out to the shortstop in his opening at bat. Beat Diggers still looking for their first lead of the game. The stretch. And the offering. Swing and a miss and a ball up and in. It's 0-1. No balls and 1 strike. The stretch. And the offering. Inside with a fastball. The count levels at 1-1 to Ryan Hirschfeld. Brush 2, Estes Park 2 as the wind picks up here at the bottom of the third with 2 on. Both in scoring position. And the offering swung on and chopped foul up the third baseline. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Matos Garcia at third, walked. Rosenbrock at second, hit a major league pop-up that fell into shallow right center field. Adam Tully has 6 strikeouts in the game, looking for a 7th. 1-2. Let's see if Hirschfeld can do something here. The pitch, down and away with a fastball. Oh, they called him out. Holy mahungus, that was a... Oh, wow, I don't know about that one. No runs on 1 hit. No errors and 2 men left. 3 complete. Man, I can't get over that pitch. That was a ball. We head to the 4th inning. Brush 2, Estes Park 2 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. This is 1010 KSIR, Brush, Fort Morgan. I'm John Beltran and KSIR.com. We head to the 4th inning in Brush. We got a battle going between the Beat Diggers and the Bobcats, deadlocked at 2. It'll be Caleb Carnell, Ben Burke, and Isaac Calden, the 7, 8, and 9 hitters, against Grayson Simmons, who grounded out to the first baseman Tormolen in his opening at bat. Wind and pitch. Swung on line. That's a base hit into left field on a hanging changeup. And the Bobcats, once again, done a nice job getting that leadoff man on. As Ben Burke will now hit. That's the 5th hit of the game for Estes Park. Burke struck out swinging in his first at bat. The stretch, big lead at first. And the pitch. And the changeup is low. Oh, there it is. It's a strike. It's a delayed call. No balls and 1 strike. Short lead at first once again. The stretch by Simmons. And the 0-1. Swung on, fouled off to the right. Oh, 0-2 to Burke. No balls and 2 strikes. Tied at 2 in the top of the 4th inning. And the pitch. And the breaking ball is down and in. 1-2. With nobody out and one on. The stretch and a step off by Simmons. Simmons looks into Peterson. Big lead at first to pitch. Swung on and grounded on the right side. The second baseman, Gutierrez, goes to second. That's one. No throw to first. Good play by the sophomore, the fielder's choice. Going 4-6. Isaac Calden will now hit. Hitting from the right side, Calden is 0 for 1. He grounded out to the shortstop Rosenbrock in his first at bat. The pitch. Swung on and chopped right out in front of the plate. Peterson has got it. That's fair. He throws to second for 1 and no throw to first. Yeah, for some reason, Calden took a while to take off. Then he realized if I don't take off, this could be a double play.
Number 15, Zach.
That fielder's choice goes 2-6. And here comes Zach Lauk to the plate. 1 for 2. He has singled and struck out the pitch. Swing and a miss. Runner going to second. The throw on a hop to Rosenbrock at the tag. And safe! Stolen base. But the count is 0-1. To Lauk. The stretch. And the offering in the dirt. The count is level at 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike, the pitch. Swung on, tapped foul up the third base side. Count sitting at 1-2. Simmons looks back. The 1 ball, 2 strike pitch. And the breaking ball is popped up into foul territory and out of play. So watch out over there. The count remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 out, a man at second. 2-2 here in the 4th inning. For the best prices and special offers on top quality car parts and accessories, visit Central Auto Parts, 1001 West Platte Avenue in Fort Morgan. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Lauk. The leadoff of second. And the pitch in the dirt. The count levels at 2-2. To Zach Lauk, the number 1 hitter in this lineup. And the 2 ball, 2 strike pitch. Swung on line towards left field. That's a base hit. Matos Garcia's going to field it on a hop. Calden is around third. The throw to the plate is high, but it's caught there by Peterson, but the throw was too high. Sliding in safely as Calden. Advancing to second is Lauk. It's an RBI single. It's 3-2. If that throw is there, Calden would have been out by 15 feet, but it was too high, and Peterson did everything he could just to catch it. And Estes Park has a 3-2 lead. Yeah, that's too bad. He was out by a mile. But this is why when you throw from the outfield, you got to keep the ball down. That ball could not have even been cut off. Swung on and grounded down the third baseline, foul. No balls and 1 strike to Logan Brown. 1 for 2, struck out in a single. Yeah, if Matos Garcia throws that ball where it can actually be cut off, but he threw it all the way through, and that was just way too high. Nonetheless, it's 3-2 Estes Park, the stretch and the pitch, and the breaking ball is up and in. Count levels at 1 ball and 1 strike to Logan Brown. You can follow us pitch by pitch at KSIRsports.com. And the Bee Diggers are going to have to do something against Adam Tully. He's struck out 7. When the Bee Diggers put the ball in play, they've been moderately successful. They do have 2 hits. They've taken advantage of 2 Bobcat errors. 1 ball, 1 strike. The stretch pitch to Brown. That's a strike with a changeup. Belt high, it's 1-2. Off of second is Lauk. Stretch by Simmons. 1-2. Swing and a miss and a ball in the dirt. Peterson's going to have to throw him out, and does. And the side is retired. However, the Bobcats take the lead on an RBI single from Lauk. They had 2 hits in the inning, and there was 1 left. 3.5 complete. It's Estes Park 3, Brush 2 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Let's head to the bottom of the 4th inning against Adam Tully. The Bee Diggers are trailing 3-2 to Estes Park. This is a stunner, considering that Brush has traditionally handled Estes Park. There might be a game here and there in the past where Estes Park has competed. However, baseball's all about pitching, and Adam Tully is getting the job done. He has struck out 7 over the first 3 innings. Tyler Monday, Oscar Soto, and Mike Gutierrez will all bat in the bottom of the 4th inning, and all 3 struck out in their first plate appearance. So here we go with Monday. Yeah, the later this game gets, the more nervous the Bee Diggers have got to get. They shouldn't, but they were expected to put this game away a little bit earlier. A team that Brush destroyed, Highland beat Estes Park by 10 runs. Swung on line down the left field line for a base hit. Monday is to first base. I'm not sure he'll get to second as the ball's going to be thrown back in. Monday going to second, and he's in there easily. Nice job of Tyler Monday rounding that base very nicely as the ball was fielded out there by Ben Burke, but he really couldn't control it to the point to hold Monday to a single. And Monday, realizing the urgency of the situation, sprints in for a double. Brush's 3rd hit of the game. Here's Oscar Soto. Nice adjustment by the senior Monday. The pitch swung on, fouled off the end of the bat towards the third base dugout. It's 0-1. No balls and 1 strike to Soto. The Bobcats grabbed a 3-2 lead on the RBI single by Zach Lauk here in the top of the 4th. We're in the bottom of the 4th. The pitch, swing and a miss. Boy, you got to go the other way. Soto missed that by about 6 inches. Yeah, he's just pulling that right leg. He can't hit the ball that way. 0-2. Let's see if he makes the adjustment. That's what hitting's all about. Yeah, if he tries to hit that ball towards left field, even though you want to advance the runner, that would be the play because he's throwing the ball outside. 0-2. Swung on, and he grounds it to the right side to the first baseman, Johnson. Tough hop. He's got it. He steps on the bag. Advancing to third is Monday. Great job there by Soto. Fantastic job. He made the adjustment. He advances the runner as the pitch was tailing in. Well, that is great hitting by Soto. Even though an out was recorded, you got to credit the Bee Digger right fielder there. There's Mike Gutierrez. He struck out swing. Gutierrez can tie the game. The infield is playing in their normal positions. They're playing back. Fastball, a strike at the knees. Yeah, you don't want Gutierrez to get behind in the count here because Tully gets better as the count gets deeper. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. A man at third. In the bottom of the 4th inning, the Bobcats lead the Bee Diggers 3-2. Now the infield halfway. The pitch down and away. And the count is level at 1-1. One ball and 1 strike. And the offering. Swing and a miss and a fastball at the letters. Oh, Brush had second and third with 1 out in the 3rd and did not score. And now Gutierrez down in the count at 1-2. And the pitch low with a fastball 2-2. Tyler Monday off of third. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The stretch, and Gutierrez calls time. Yeah, impressive numbers put up so far here by Tully. But the Beat Diggers looking to tie the game once again. The stretch and the pitch. Swung on and popped foul out of play. The count remains at 2-2 to the Beat Diggers' second baseman. Tully gets the sign from Calden. Stretch and pitch. Called strike 3 on the outside corner with a fastball. Strikeout number 8 for Adam Tully. No doubt about that one. There's 2 down.
Number 4, Grayson Simmons.
Well, Grayson Simmons struck out swinging in his first plate appearance. He's got to help himself out. I'll tell you, if Thiessen goes for Sterling, he's a little bit better than Tully, although Tully's showing a lot. The pitch, down and away. 1 ball and no strikes. To the left-handed hitting pitcher, Grayson Simmons. 1 ball, no strikes. And the offering, down and in with a fastball. It's 2-0. If you can get to the top of the lineup and Alec Peterson, that would certainly help Rush's calls in this frame. Two balls and no strikes. The stretch and the pitch, low. Scooped out nicely, in fact, by Calden. 3-0. The Beat Diggers have 3 hits in the game. Single by Rosenbrock, triple by Tormo, and a double by Monday. The pitch, right down the heart of the plate, at the knees for a strike. It's 3-1. Let the State Farm Insurance office of Greg Mullen and Brush help you find the best policy to fit your life, home, auto, life, and health. State Farm Insurance is there for you and your family. Give Greg Mullen a call, 842-4555. Down and away. And it's a walk issued to Grayson Simmons. Here's Alec Peterson. He's walked and struck out swinging.
Number 8, Alec Peterson.
The sophomore about to step in. Conrad Cole is the courtesy runner for Grayson Simmons.
Courtesy runner, number 29, Conrad Cole.
So a big moment in this game for the Beat Diggers, trailing 3-2 with 2 out and 2 on in the bottom of the 4th inning. The stretch and the offering. Fastball is upstairs. Cole to second. 1 ball and no strikes. Runners take their leads. And Adam Tully delivers on the outer half for a strike with a fastball. The count is level at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 out, 2 on. The stretch by Tully. And the pitch. Fastball is low. 2-1. Tully has thrown 83 pitches thus far through 3 2/3 innings. So hard to imagine that he's going to be able to go the distance here. Unless he puts together a very quick 5th inning and maybe 6th inning as well. And the 2-1. Swung on and popped foul and out of play. The count goes to 2-2 with 2 on, 2 out. And the Bobcats lead by a run in the bottom of the 4th inning at Sunset Baseball Field in Brush. At third is Monday. At second is Conrad Cole. And the pitch. Curveball is just outside. Boy, that was close. Boy, that was disciplined by Alec Peterson. 3-2. Calden lays down the sign. And a 3-2 pitch. Swung on and foul tipped into the glove. Strikeout number 9 for Adam Tully. The inning is over. The Beat Diggers are held scoreless. 1 hit, no errors, and 2 men left. Let's head to the 5th inning. It's Estes Park 3, Brush 2 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. The Bobcats lead the Beat Diggers 3-2. We're in the top of the 5th inning. As we apologize to some of those internet listeners, we had lost the connection there on KSIR.com, but it's back up. Grayson Simmons will face the 3, 4, and 5 hitters, Hunter Johnson, Cam Bogner, and Adam Tully. Johnson singled and struck out swinging. He is 1 for 2. Simmons has thrown 71 pitches so far. But the big concern for Brush is their lack of offense, as Adam Tully has, for the most part, controlled the Brush lineup. And that's what the Beat Diggers got to worry about. You got to stay in the game right now. This is a 2-6 team coming in, but they're playing more like a 6-2 team.
The Bobcats in the top of the 5th inning.
Tully's line, very, very impressive so far, with the 8 strikeouts. And here's Johnson, the pitch. And that ball was thrown about 5 feet outside to the screen. 1 ball, no strikes. Yeah, I think the G-Man just lost control of that pitch. 1 ball, no strikes. And the offering, that is outside on the changeup, 2-0. 2-0 to Johnson to begin the 5th. The pitch, up and away, nowhere close. Missed badly with the first 3 pitches. 3-0. Nine strikeouts, by the way, not 8. I think I said 8 before, and he walks him. Another changeup down in the zone. Cam Bogner is 0 for 2, reached on an error twice. Those are the only 2 errors committed by the Beat Diggers. Well, this is a huge league game for Brush. As well as they hit the ball on Thursday. Of course, yesterday, when you're facing Eaton, they're just Eaton. And the changeup is a strike, belt high. And it's 0-1. Eaton, which is 12-0, but this is a team you've got to beat. No balls and 1 strike. Short lead at first. Step off. And this is part of what happens when you have a very young lineup. And you look at 2 of your 3 base hits, they've come from seniors. And the offering, squaring to bunt, that's popped foul to the screen. Count goes to 0-2. To Cam Bogner. No balls and 2 strikes with 1 on and nobody out in the 5th inning. Estes Park 3, Brush 2. Stretch by Simmons. And the pitch runner going to the breaking ball is line foul down the left side. That's a good thing it was inside. That thing was way, way too up in the zone. It would have been an easy stolen base. That's another break the Beat Diggers got because of the hanging curveball. So Johnson leads off of first, the stretch. And the 0-2 to Bogner. That is a called strike 3 right down the middle at the knees. Put some heat behind that. There's 1 down.
Now batting pitcher, number 2, Adam Tully.
Adam Tully will now hit 1 for 2. He singled and struck out. Beat Diggers looking for the double play. The stretch by Simmons. And the offering. Swung on and popped up in the infield. The pitcher, Simmons, going to call for it. We could double up the runner to the first baseman. Tormolin has it, but nobody covering the bag. And racing back towards first is Johnson. There's 2 down. Well, Tormolin took command of that pop-up.
Now batting right fielder, number 31, Alex Frazier.
Alex Frazier is 0 for 2. He is struck out looking and grounded out. Yeah, Simmons looking to make this a very quick inning with a runner at first. The pitch, and the runner going. The ball's in the dirt. Peterson throws to second. The tag is applied, and out at second base is Johnson as Rosenbrock puts the tag on him. And Estes Park is done. here in the 5th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. 4.5 complete. It's Estes Park 3, Brush 2 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Okay. Let's head to the bottom of the 5th inning in Brush. Estes Park leads Brush 3-2. It'll be the 2, 3, and 4 hitters for the Beat Diggers. Arnoldo Matos Garcia, followed by Kyle Rosenbrock and Mitch Tormone against right-hander Adam Tully, who's got 9 strikeouts. Grayson Simmons has 8 in the game. Beat Diggers might have had visions of this game going 5 or 6 innings as they've done against Estes Park in the past, but the Bobcats will have none of it. Arnoldo Matos Garcia struck out looking and walked the pitch. Fastball is up and in. The Beat Diggers have not scored since the 1st inning. Tully stretches with the bases empty. And the offering. Right down the middle for a strike. With a fastball, it's 1-1. By the time this inning is over, Tully will have thrown over 100 pitches. 1 ball and 1 strike. The offering. Fastball inside corner, belt high. It's 1-2. And now this goes back to what I said in the last at bat. He did a nice job of being patient, but Arnoldo's got to pull the string here. He's got to swing. And the 1-2 pitch. And the curveball is down and away. The count level at 2-2. To the freshman left fielder, Arnoldo Matos Garcia. With an open stance. The stretch by Tully. And the pitch. Swung on and grounded down the third baseline. Off the glove of Bogner. He picks it up. He throws to first, and that will be late. Beat out by Matos Garcia. It's a base hit on the hard ground ball. Yeah, because Bogner did a nice job just to get a glove on it. Now the Beat Diggers have the tying run at first. And I tell you, Tom Bogner, the head coach, doesn't like that call, and they could have called him out. That was a bang-bang play at first. Yeah, from my vantage point, to be honest with you, I thought he was barely out. But having said that, it's not a bad call. It was so close. You can go either way, but I thought the ball barely beat him. Nonetheless, the Beat Diggers have a man on with nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Rosenbrock in the game is 1 for 2. Reached on an errant single, throw back to first. Back in diving is Matos Garcia. The Beat Diggers already have stolen a couple of bases in this game. Adam Tully gets the sign from Isaac Calden. The stretch. And the offering runner goes. And the fastball's up and in. The throw to second is up the shortstop side on a hop. Easy stolen base in the 2nd of the game by Matos Garcia. And he's got some major speed. That's why he beat out that ball that was hit very sharply to third. Very sharply. Most guys don't beat that ball out. Might have hurt himself sliding in as he recomposes himself at second base. Well, you got to tie the game at the very least now. You've got muscle coming up here. You got some very good hitters. 1 ball, no strikes. The pitch, fastball very high. And barely caught there by Calden. 2 balls and no strikes. Committed to serving those in production ag. Premier Farm Credit is the gold standard in ag lending. Stretch. 2-0. A strike. Took something off of that on the outside corner. It's 2-1. Yeah, second game will be out in left field. Hopefully everything will cooperate equipment-wise and broadcasting part of the game from there. The 2-1. Swung on, hit high and deep to left field. Goodbye! It's a 2-run homer for Kyle Rosenbrock. He launches another one. And the Beat Diggers have taken the lead for the first time in the game. 4-3 in the bottom of the 5th inning. Little doubt about that one. Well, the Beat Diggers, for the 2nd time in 3 Saturdays, putting together some late thunder Did it against Strasburg 2 weeks ago for a 5-3 win. They scored those 2 runs at the bottom of the 6th here. They've done it 1 inning earlier. And Mitch Tormolen will now hit. Tormolen in the game is 1 for 2. He tripled in a run and lined out. The stretch. And the offering. Up and in. Yeah, we'll say hello to the listeners in Estes Park on KSIR.com. Hope they're enjoying the game. It's a good one. I know the Bobcats are behind, but they played very well here in Brush. Trailing only 4-3 after leading for much of the game. And the pitch upstairs. And Adam Tully's been tremendous. 97 pitches, 9 strikeouts, but this is a good Brush hitting team. The stretch. And the 2-0. That's right there. Took something off it at the knees at strike 1. Estes Park still out hitting Brush 6-5. Both teams have committed a couple of errors. 2 balls and 1 strike. Tormolen awaits the pitch. Outside. 3-1. Yeah, at times Tully's had some control issues. There's no question about it. That tends to happen when you throw a lot of pitches. 3 balls and 1 strike. And the pitch swung on, foul back. 3-2. Tully's issued 3 walks in the game. Still nobody out of the bottom of the 5th inning. Again, follow us pitch by pitch at KSIRsports.com. 3-2 to Tormolen. And the offering swung on and lifted to right field. Should be a routine play for Frazier. Now to his right, ranges under it, makes the catch. And there's 1 down. Ryan Hirschfeld has popped out and struck out, quite frankly, in a terrible pitch. It was nowhere near the strike zone, but he got called out. He's 0 for 2. And I don't like getting on any umpire for a bad call, but it was pretty atrocious. Even Hirschfeld stood at the plate, which you don't see a high school player do. Normally they accept things that happen. Here's Hirschfeld with an open stance for the right side. And the offering, very high with a fastball. That was the 102nd pitch thrown by Adam Tully. So he's averaging over 20 a frame here. And we've only got 1 out in the 5th. Calden lays down the sign. And the 1-0 in the dirt. 2 balls and no strikes. The Bobcats with 2 in the 1st, 1 in the 4th. The Beat Diggers with 2 in the 1st, and now a 2-run homer here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And the pitch swung on and popped up into foul territory along the first base side. Hunter Johnson gives chase, but it is out of play. Count now sitting at 2-1. Two balls and 1 strike with 1 out. The stretch by Tully and the pitch upstairs. Count goes to 3-1. The pitch to Hirschfeld, and that's in the dirt. 4th walk issued by Tully. Now let's see how much he's got left. That's 106 pitches thrown. And he's thrown 4 1/3 innings. Tyler Monday laced a double down the left field line. Unfortunately, he was stranded at 3rd. Well, we know that Monday can hit the ball very far. And if Tully doesn't retire Monday, you wonder if that's going to be it. Hirschfeld's got a pretty nice lead over at first. Throw back to first, back and diving is the Beat Digger DH. Yeah, and we're slated to start at 2 o'clock in the 3rd game. Sterling and Estes Park playing at noon, but that will not happen. We will obviously be delayed since we're in the 5th inning at 11:37 here. The pitch, swing and a miss, and a fastball at the letters. 0-1. Now, more than likely, we could be looking at a 2:30 start, but we'll see. Never know how these games go. The stretch. And the offering. And that changeup is inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 on, 1 out. 2 in on a 2-run homer by Kyle Rosenbrock. The B-Diggers with a 4-3 lead over the Bobcats in the bottom of the 5th inning on 1010 as well as KSIR.com. Throw back to first. Close play. Hirschfeld back in diving. Tully with 58 strikes and 50 balls through 108 pitches. Grayson Simmons has gone the distance so far for Brush. And the pitch swung on and grounded foul down the third base side. 1-2. Again, we'll be here later this afternoon, more than likely at about 2:30. We're scheduled for 2 o'clock, but that won't start on time. And then Monday from Brush against Resurrection Christian at 4. Tuesday from Lions at 4 o'clock. The pitch. And the breaking ball goes to the screen. Ricochets right back to Calden, but an easy advance by Ryan Hirschfeld on the wild pitch. So the B-Diggers now have a man in scoring position. Already 2 in this frame. Keeping community banking simple and committed to their community. Morgan Federal Bank, member FDIC. Equal housing lender. The stretch and the throw back to second, up the second base side. As Carnell was there to pick up that one. Monday back in the box, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The stretch by Adam Tully. And the pitch. Fastball called, strike 3, outside corner. Strikeout number 10 for Tully. There's 2 down. And Oscar Soto will now hit.
Oscar Soto.
The stretch. And the offering. Fastball is up and in. One ball, no strikes. To Soto, the pitch. Up and in with a changeup. It is 2-0. To Oscar Soto. And now 3-0 with the next pitch. Tully's got to find the strike zone. He's already walked 4 in the game. At second is Ryan Hirschfeld, 4-3 Brush in the bottom of the 5th inning. And Soto awaits the 3-0 pitch, and that's up and away on a changeup. Second walk of the inning issued by Tully. 5th of the game. First and second with 2 down.
Second baseman.
Here's Mike Gutierrez. Well, this is the shot for Brush to break this thing open. Looks like head coach Mark Muniz will have a change somewhere in the lineup here. Yeah, it might be for Soto. I think he's going to get a courtesy runner. At least, well, maybe not. They're motioning towards him, but no, I don't see any change. So he stays at first. Accidents or illness can strike at any time, day or night. When they do, every second counts. It's a level 3 trauma center. Colorado Plains Medical Center can handle any kind of emergency. That's Colorado Plains Medical Center bringing quality care to the community. The first pitch is a fastball high. Yeah, there's no way Adam Tully could go beyond this inning unless he retires Gutierrez in the next 2 or 3 pitches. This is up to 116 already. And the 1-0. And that is on the outside corner for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. 2 on, 2 out, 2 in. The B-Diggers with a 4-3 lead. The stretch by Tully. And the offering. Swung on and popped up into foul territory down the right field side. It drifts out of play. As the count goes to 1-2. to Mike Gutierrez. This has been a good game all the way. These pitchers have battled. Adam Tully for Estes Park and Grayson Simmons for Brush. The runners take their leads. Gutierrez got to protect here. The offering, and the curveball is a called strike 3. And Gutierrez strikes out for the 3rd time in the game. Strikeout number 11 for Adam Tully, and the inning is over. The Beat Diggers scored 2 runs on 2 hits. They got a 2-run homer from Kyle Rosenbrock. No errors and 2 men left. We head to the 6th. Brush 4, Estes Park 3 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Well, the Beat Diggers now going with Ryan Hirschfeld to try and close this thing out. So Ryan Hirschfeld, who was the DH, will now pitch for the Beat Diggers here in the 6th inning. I'm John Beltran with the Beat Diggers holding a 4-3 lead over the Estes Park Bobcats, their first lead of the game. The totals read as follows: 3 runs on 6 hits, 2 errors for Estes Park. They've left 5 on base. 4 runs on 5 hits, 2 errors, 7 left on base for the Beat Diggers. Bobcats will be sending up Alex Frazier, Caleb Carnell, and Ben Burke, the 6, 7, and 8 hitters. Close the book, of course, on Grayson Simmons. He is the pitcher of record. And hopefully has pitched well enough to win this game. Give you the line coming up here momentarily on the sophomore right-hander. Yeah, relying a lot on technology, which seems to work a lot slower sometimes. 5 innings. 81 pitches, 51 for strikes, 3 runs, all earned, 8 strikeouts, 6 hits allowed, only 1 walk issued by Grayson Simmons, so he was very much in control. Alex Frazier has struck out looking and grounded back to the mound. Only 6 outs to go for the Beat Diggers to wrap this thing up. So it looks like if the Beat Diggers can do that, then we will have the Sterling Estes Park game probably start no later than 12:30. But if anything happens here to extend the game, could be even later. We'll find out. Hirschfeld is a 3-year pitcher for the Beat Diggers. He had a very good freshman year. Was hurt for part of last year. Came in and won a game in the state tournament against the Eaton Reds. Wind and pitch squaring to bunt, and that ball is bunted foul well off to the left. Wow. That's about as hard a foul on a bunt. As you'll see, no balls and 1 strike to Alex Frazier. Hirschfeld could avoid the heart of the order if he retires 6 hitters in a row. He's 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, and 2, and avoid the middle of that Estes Park lineup. Wind and pitch, and the breaking ball, swing and a miss. The count now sitting at 1, no balls and 2 strikes. Peterson lays down the sign. Wind by Hirschfeld, the pitch. Fastball called strike 3. Peterson dropped the ball. He'll lob it to first to record the out. And there is 1 down.
Now batting.
1 down for Caleb Carnell, who was grounded out and singled, so he is 1 for 2 in the game. Don't let finances stand in your way of pursuing your college education. Visit MCC online at morgancc.edu or stop by the campus for a personal advising session that will get you on the right track and find out what options are available to help you. No matter what age you are at MCC, you can imagine your possibilities, believe in yourself, and achieve your goal. Morgan Community College as the first pitch bounces in. The 1-0 from Hirschfeld. That is low as well. 2 balls and no strikes to Caleb Carnell. With 1 out and the bases empty in the top of the 6th inning, Brush leads Estes Park 4-3. The difference at Kyle Rosenbrock, 2-run homer in the 5th inning. The pitch, fastball, a strike. Belt high, it's 2-1. Yeah, these are the number 1 and 2 pitchers, Rosenbrock and Hirschfeld, though. Be relied upon a lot in the postseason. And the offering. Swing and a miss, and a fastball above the letters. That would have been ball 3 more than likely. Instead, it's 2-2. And since he was a freshman, Hirschfeld's velocity's really picked up. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Peterson lays down the sign. And the offering. Called strike 3 with a fastball in the inside corner. And there's 2 down. And Carnell thought it was ball 3, but it was called strike 3. And here is Ben Burke. Ben Burke has struck out swinging and struck out looking. So he's 0 for 2. Hirschfeld has struck out the first 2 hitters here in the 6th. And Bead Digger pitchers have struck out 10 today. The pitch. That's a fastball for a strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Hirschfeld has thrown just 2 balls in this inning and 7 strikes. Here's the wind and the 0-1. And the breaking ball is up and in. The count is leveled at 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the wind and the offering. Fastball, outer half for a strike at the knees. It's 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Ben Burke. And the pitch. That is a called strike 3 on the outer half, belt high. And Ryan Hirschfeld strikes out the side in order in the 6th inning. We head to the bottom of the 6th. It's Brush 4, Estes Park 3 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. All right, Logan Brown is now the new pitcher. You're going to see something different from him than Adam Tully. He doesn't have the velocity Tully does. You can just tell by Logan Brown warming up. He's going to throw a lot of off-speed stuff. As we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. And the Bead Diggers leading by a score of 4-3. 119 pitches for Tully, 63 for strikes, 56 for balls. He struck out 11, walked 5, allowed just 5 hits. And gave up 4 runs, 3 earned. So very good start by Adam Tully. Estes Park will play Sterling right after this. That, of course, is a game we will not have on 1010. But I will see for the Estes Park fans listening out there, if there's we do have a Sterling radio station, if that'll be on the web, and I will give out that web address if that is the case. I do not know that for sure. I'll give that out so the Estes Park fans who are not here can enjoy that. Here we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. And Grayson Simmons to face Logan Brown. Simmons so far in the game is 0 for 1. He struck out and walked. Well, I think virtually every Bead Digger struck out, virtually, not all of them, against Adam Tully, the starter. Here's the wind by Brown and the pitch. And the changeup is outside. 1 ball and no strikes. The Bead Diggers looking for some breathing room here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Leading by a run. And the offering. Swing and a miss well out in front of that changeup. It's 1-1. One ball and 1 strike. And the offering. That's a changeup for a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. Simmons back in the box from the left side to pitch. Swing and a miss on a changeup up in the zone. He strikes out. 1 down, strikeout number 12 by an Estes Park pitcher.
Number 8, Alec Peterson.
Peterson has walked and struck out twice. 0 for 2 in the game. As the catcher facing Logan Brown here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And the offering. Down and in with a changeup. 1 ball and no strikes. Brush's local Napa and Hardware Hanks and Small Engine Repair Shop, Hometown Auto and Hardware, 1305 Edison Street in Brush. Upstairs, again with the off-speed pitch, it's 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes. You want to get a couple on here, then you get Rosenbrock and Tormollen to the plate. You could get some insurance runs. 2-0 pitch in the dirt with a changeup. 3 balls and no strikes to Alec Peterson, the beat digger catcher. Yeah, more than likely we'll be back with you at about 2:30. I think that's the game plan here. With the way this game is going. Wind and offering. And that changeup is down the middle for a strike at the knees. Yeah, I think it was ambitious to try to get the second game started at noon. Here's the wind and the 3-1. Swung on and fouled. 3-2. To Alec Peterson. Laying down the sign is Calden. And the 3-2 offering, and that's upstairs. You could see when the ball left his hand. That was not going to be in the strike zone, and Peterson walks for the second time of the game. Here's Arnoldo Maltos Garcia, who's gotten better with every at-bat today. Struck out, then walked and singled. He's stolen 2 bases. And he scored ahead of Kyle Rosenbrock's 2-run homer at the stretch. And the pitch, the runner goes. The changeup is a strike. The throw to second is going to be late. Easy stolen base for Arnoldo. That's his 3rd of the game. Or check that. That's Alec Peterson. Arnoldo at the plate. And the 0-1 pitch up and in. The count is level to the freshman. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, 1 on. And the Beat Diggers lead by a run. 4-3 in the bottom of the 6th inning. The stretch by Logan Brown. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He overswung on that changeup. It's 1-2. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Maltos Garcia waits. The offering. Swung on and popped foul up the first base side. And that one is out of play. Count remains at 1-2. To Arnoldo Maltos Garcia. Beat Diggers still really haven't crushed the ball. Only 5 hits in a game, but so what? They've got enough here to take the lead. On the 2-run homer by Rosenbrock at the bottom of the 5th inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 on. Yeah, unless Maltos Garcia hits into a double play, Rosenbrock will hit in this frame. Runner going to 3rd. Swung on, lined, and just foul. Oh, that would have been a run. Count remains at 1-2. And again, with all the change-ups that Brown is throwing, Peterson can steal bases easily. You're not stealing on Calden here, and you're more like you're stealing on the pitcher. Maltos back in the box. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The stretch and the offering. Swung on and popped up into shallow left center field. A long run, and ranging under it, making the catch for the 2nd out of the inning is Zach Lauk. Retreating to 2nd is Peterson. Well, the question is, do you pitch to Rosenbrock? You almost got to think about walking him intentionally, which, by the way, is the stupidest high school rule. You don't treat it like slow pitch softball that you can walk intentionally without throwing a pitch. I mean, come on, that's first grade stuff. I don't know why they have that rule in place. Peterson taking off. Pitch is swung on and lifted down the left field line, drifting into foul territory. Long run. Is that ball going to go out of play? It barely does. Strike 1 to Kyle Rosenbrock as Ben Burke was giving chase. Yeah, to me, if you're going to issue an intentional walk at this level, the pitches should be thrown. But obviously they're pitching to Rosenbrock, which is a big risk. Even though Tormollen can swing a big stick, but at least you'd have a force-out situation. Peterson off of 2nd. Logan Brown looking back. Looking in the stretch. And the offering. Swung on. That's going to be the second home run of the game for Kyle Rosenbrock. High and deep over the left center field fence. And the Brush Bee Diggers now lead by 3. 6-3 in the bottom of the 6th inning. And that's why, again, they could have easily walked him intentionally. Decided not to do so, and the Bobcats pay the price. And now trail by 3. There's Mitch Tormolin. Tripled, lined out, and popped out. So Tormolin stepping in. We are at the top of the hour from Sunset Baseball Field in Brush. I'm John Beltran. This is 1010 KSIR. Brush, Fort Morgan, Greeley, your home of Brush Bee Digger sports, as well as Northeast Colorado's home of the Avalanche, Nuggets, Rockies, and Broncos. The Rockies in action tonight, right here on 1010 against the Arizona Diamondbacks in the third of a 4-game set. Yeah, that ball was still ascending when you knew it was gone. Rosenbrock just got a hold of that one. It was actually on a tee for him. And I am surprised that they did pitch to him. The offering and the changeup, a strike on the outside corner at the knees. It's 0-1. Rosenbrock has hit 3 home runs since Thursday. Wine and offering. Swung on and fouled back. The count is at 0-2. To Tormolin. So the Bee Diggers have back-to-back 2-run innings on 2-run homers by Kyle Rosenbrock. Wine in the pitch. Swung on. That is lifted to left field. Ben Burke comes in a few steps, settles under it, makes the catch. The inning is over. However, the Bee Diggers scored 2 runs on a 2-run homer from Rosenbrock as we head to the 7th. Brush 6, Estes Park 3 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. All right, we head to the 7th inning where the Bee Diggers lead 6-3. Sterling and Estes Park coming up about 15 minutes after this game. And check out that game with Michael Murphy on iHigh.com for the Estes Park listeners. So you get a couple of games on the web today. And we've given you the legal ID already, but not bad for a second one. As Ryan Hirschfeld will look to close it out. He struck out the side in order. Isaac Calden, Zach Lauk, and Logan Brown, 9-1-2 for Estes Park here in the 7th inning. As the Bee Diggers now, for the first time in the game, have a multiple-run lead.
For the Bobcats in the top of the 7th inning. Catcher.
Now Calden in the game is 0 for 2. He's grounded out and hit into a fielder's choice. And Hirschfeld threw just 12 pitches and struck out the side in order with nothing being fouled off, just throwing strikes right by these opposing hitters. The Bee Diggers looking to improve to 3-1 in Patriot League play. The pitch. And the curveball is grounded foul up the first base side. No balls and 1 strike. To the 9th place hitter, the catcher, Isaac Calden. And the wind definitely picking up here. Hopefully the temperature will warm up as well, which it's supposed to. Obviously the pitch. Fastball right down the middle, just above the belt. It's strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes. Well, with the way Hirschfeld's pitching, maybe nothing will be put in play. Gets the sign from Peterson. 0-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Down the middle. Again, belt level. He struck out the first 4 hitters he's faced. 1 down in the 7th. However, this will be a challenge. Zach Lauk has singled twice and struck out. He's 2 for 3. The leadoff hitter in this Bobcat lineup. And the Bobcats, after getting blown out in a couple of games by Highland, played respectably against Strasburg, losing 6-2, and have been in this game the entire way, only down 6-3 to the Bee Diggers. And the offering, fastball right there, outside corner, thigh high, strike 1. Hirschfeld gets a sign. Here's the wind and pitch. Curveball is popped up into shallow center field. Ranging under it is Guzman, and he dropped the ball! Holy mahungus, the third error committed by the Beat Diggers. That's Matos Garcia. Correction on that one. Matos Garcia in center field drops the ball.
Logan Brown.
And that's the third error of the game. Wow. I don't know if he lost that ball at all in the sun. It looked like he was easily under it. But the ball is dropped by the Beat Diggers center fielder. The pitch squaring to bunt to Brown up the first base side. Hirschfeld is going to glove it. He'll throw to first. Sacrifice is successful. Advance the man to second. Lauk, and there's 2 down. Well, luckily that error by Matos Garcia is not going to hurt the Beat Diggers. It shouldn't. Yeah, I'm not sure that he wasn't bunting for a base hit there, but nonetheless, we'll give him a sacrifice. Here's Hunter Johnson, the pitch. Swag, and a miss on a fastball. No balls and 1 strike to Hunter Johnson. Johnson in the game is 1 for 2. A single, a strikeout, and a walk. The pitch. Swag, and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him. Same location. 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes with 2 down. The stretch by Hirschfeld and the offering. Swing and a miss, and the Beat Diggers have won the game 6-3 over Estes Park. No runs, no hits, 1 error, and a man left. We'll take a 2-minute break, and we'll wrap it up after this on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com. Welcome to the Beat Digger postgame show, brought to you by Buildings by Design. Buildings by Design and Brush takes pride in their workmanship and quality of their relationships with clients. For a free bid, call Pat Walter, 842-5837. Building today's business, Buildings by Design. The Beat Diggers win the game over the Estes Park Bobcats 6-3. 6 runs, 6 hits, 3 errors, 7 left on base. For the Beat Diggers, 3 runs for Estes Park, 6 hits, 2 errors, 6 left on base. The winning pitcher was Grayson Simmons. The loss went to Adam Tully. Time of the game, 2 hours and 1 minute. Estes Park grabbed a 2-0 lead as the Beat Diggers committed an error to plate the second run. The first came on the back end of a double steal. Back came the Beat Diggers in the bottom of the first inning. They took advantage of 2 Estes Park errors. Mitch Tormolin had an RBI triple, tying the game at 2. In the fourth, Zach Lauk came up with an RBI single, making it 3-2. But then the Beat Diggers would get 2-run homers in the 5th and 6th frames from Kyle Rosenbrock as they move to 3-1 in Patriot League play, 7-5 overall. Bobcats fall to 0-3 in league play, 2-7 on the season. Beat Diggers back in action. We'll check in with you just after 2 o'clock. More than likely that game will start at 2:15 or 2:30 here from Brush against the Sterling Tigers. Coming up now at Sterling and Estes Park right here from Sunset Baseball Field. The listeners on the web can check that out at ihigh.com. That's IHIGH.com. Excellent job by our sound engineer and producer, Rose Conda. She'll be back with us as well, producing our afternoon game. I'm John Beltran. The final score in the first game of what is a triple-header today in Brush. The Beat Diggers defeat the Estes Park Bobcats by a score of 6-3 on 1010 KSIR and KSIR.com.